So it feels like it is the big one this week, or the big one in the season so far. In terms of preparations, when you're leading up to a big game, obviously first versus second, is there anything different in the preparations, or is it like it's just another game, same old, same old?
I think if anything you try and raise the intensity, because you know the game's going to be a lot quicker, a lot faster, a lot more physical in everything that you're doing. So yeah, this week's focus will be probably the tempo of how we train, like I say, the intensity of how we train, making sure we get that right leading into Dewsbury.
Having spoken to a couple of the lads straight after the Workington game on Sunday, it almost seemed like there wasn't too much celebrating, if you like. It was more, we're already focused on next week, we're thinking about next week, we're focused already. Is that something that happens most weeks? Is that the story of the season in terms of the mentality of the squad so far?
Yeah, I think so, and we've spoke about this sort of period of fixtures. It's going to play a huge part, or it has already played a huge part on us achieving what we want to achieve at the end of the year. Starting with the Oldham game, looking into the Workington game, and now all building up to Dewsbury, because they're the team that everybody's trying to knock off that perch. Because they've come down from the Championship team. They're a quality team, well coached. So we know we have to be at our best to get the result at weekend.
What do you think the differences are? Is there much to choose between the two sides, us and Dewsbury?
I think we'll find out at weekend. I think that's it. I think we're looking forward to the challenge. They've come down, they've retained majority of the squad. So we know they're a team that can compete at Championship level. So for us, it's seeing if we're close, or if we can get over the top of them as well. So yeah, it's a huge challenge for us.
Where do you think games like this are won and lost? Is it maybe more towards the tactics? Is it about who wants it more? Because we are so evenly matched in terms of the form.
I think it's going to be down to the small margins of execution. Which team takes their opportunities. Both teams will probably, hopefully, get the same amount, but it's going to be that detail in finishing them. And after weekend, we're confident going into this game. We were very clinical in what we did. They've had the first week off. They've had a big long run of games. The first weekend off, probably just to rest some bodies as well, which will help them a little bit. But for us, we've got some momentum going into this game.
Just taking a minute to talk about the fans. How important have they been this season throughout this winning run? We know average attendances are up, and there's also a bus going to Dewsbury on Sunday. So how important have they been this season?
Yeah, no, they've been fantastic. And I thought weekend, having that community day, having all the masters there, the juniors there, all built up to the atmosphere of our game, and helped us in little instances, in areas of the game where we probably just needed a little lift, and we got that from the fans. They've been fantastic. They're coming and supporting us. Hopefully they're bringing people with them, to jump on the bandwagon a little bit and come on this journey with us.